Hello, obvious spoilers ahead, as today I'm going to show you where to find every item, utility item, weapon attachments, keycard that you will need for your playthrough. This won't include clothing or craftable items, I'll save them for a different video. This is going to be for items that you find in the world. I'm also going to show you a really good order to find all of these in order to naturally progress your story elements and minimize backtracking on this very large map. If you do find this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video, as I am going to post more guides for this game. Let's get straight into it. Soon your inventory will be looking just as full as this one. Our first stop is a GPS tracker and the flashlight. If you come to this pink blip, as you can see on my map, on the original side of the mountain, and if you zoom in you can see it's at the end of the trail here, if you can follow this one up. Then if you just zip over to this rock, unfortunately you find someone who has got caught on this rock, so if you can free them, then drop down. Here is the GPS tracker, and here is the flashlight. Now the flashlight is really important to get first, I feel, or near the beginning, because it will really help with caves and at night time. And how this works, if it runs out of batteries when in use, it will automatically top up batteries. Alternatively, you can come in the inventory here and put in batteries manually. Now from here you can get the modern axe. If you just turn right, look at the trail ahead and head straight down. Watch your step. And here you find a camp. Bang in the middle by this dude. He has the modern axe wedged in him, how lovely. This thing packs a punch. The damage is insane for early game. Definitely recommend getting this one. And if you are coming from a different direction, this is where it is on the big map. Next we're going to get another weapon, the stun baton. So if you come to this cave, which is actually right next to the helicopter forest crash site, as you can see where I am on the map, what we're going to do, we're just going to run straight away from this cave, straight to this little stream. Lo and behold, here is the stun baton. So how this thing works, if you do a power attack, which is by holding down the mouse, you actually stun the enemies and it uses some of its charge. And then you can also just click manually in order to just bash them. Really good to do once they've been stunned. When it runs out of charge, it will automatically top itself up using your batteries. You can't manually do this in your inventory. And now it's time for the first cave, where we get a very important item, the rope gun to make zip lines, and also the cross, which does have some good uses later. So it's the cave right by the stun baton. Just come straight back here if you've just got the stun baton. If not, you can see where I am on the map, on the original side of the mountain. Now make sure you're stocked up for this one before you go in. You will find some meds and other equipment in there, but I do recommend using the spear or the modern axe early game, as that will really help you here. In we go. Also we have the flashlight, which is very important. It's why I wanted to get this first. It will really help with this cave. So shortly after entering, you'll find this big open chamber down this slope. You will find some mutants here, which you will have to clear out. And if you just come back to this corner, you can see the shadow there actually. You will acquire the cross. Carry on until you reach this horrid abomination, which we call a sluggy. And of course you take the time bomb on the floor, and lo and behold, make sure you do this for an achievement, pinata. Are you still hungry? Bloody hell. Careful when you get to the next parts, we have some new mutants to deal with. Keep following this past the cube. This cave is quite linear, so just keep going, just be careful with all the enemies. You can either take them on or run past them. After quite a long time, you eventually hit a fork. Go right if you want some lore and loot. Go left if you want to finish the cave and get the rope gun. The rest of the cave is very linear. You will eventually come across the rope gun. So this thing has a few uses. Some of the ropes here are already placed. You can use these in caves by approaching and pressing E. Follow this out and you at the cave exit shortly. You can create your own zip lines when you have this white circle looking at a surface. You can place one end, connect the other, and you can ride this down. Place these wherever you want really, within reason, and then a really good use of these, you can actually transport logs. Really useful for building, especially if you're building in a tricky to reach location. You can also send logs the other way. This works both ways. Very useful item. Next is a great opportunity to get a can opener. You may have had some canned food already, which you haven't been able to open. So if you actually start at the cave where you got the rope gun, where we just were, and follow the stream down, you will eventually hit this trail here. I'll just show you on the big map again exactly where we are, kind of near that green blip as well. So yeah, if you come down to this part of the trail, just drop down here next to the stream, come to this little campsite, here is your can opener. Then you can go in your inventory, use the canned food, use the can opener, and you get to eat some cat food. How tasty. Now we're going to get the pistol rail, the pistol and a GPS tracker. So if you come near this second pink blip, the one out by the water, just show you where I am on the map, do a circle. So you can see it over here, we're at the edge of the beach, and you hear some music. So if you just come over to this music, you'll find a chat up here. And there is your pistol rail on this guy. So this will allow you to add the flashlight or the laser sight later to your pistol. And now moving towards this that you can see in the ocean, right by the pistol rail. Again, here we are on the map. This might be a scary swim because we're not alone. Best of luck, bring your meds, pray and swim. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Try not to look around too much. Oh god. I saw it. Pretty sure it's coming for me. Then panic, hold E, and just get the heck on this thing. And, ta-da! Here's our GPS tracker. Oh, there it is. And, here's our pistol. Damn, Mother Nature. I think we have two of them. So this is the fun part, getting off this. If you're sensible and you've made a bow and arrow by now, you can fire a few shots, and it won't take too many to take them down actually. But, screw this. That's my cue to leave. Recommend swimming this way, quickest way back to shore. No way in heck am I turning around. Good, it's shallow now, should be good. Next we're going to grab the machete and the shotgun rail. We won't get the shotgun until a little bit later. I'm right near the Rebreather cave at the tip of the map, near the last pink blip as you can see here. I'll just do a spin so you can tell where I am. So if you come near the dead whales, poor things, then you just look over this way where the sun's rising at the moment. You might notice some tents in the distance. If we just run down here in the opposite direction from the cave entrance, you eventually come across this little camp. On this guy by the tents, you have the shotgun rail. And just over here, by these boats, we have the machete. And now you have another opportunity to get the can opener if you missed the first one, or if you actually spawned here, because this is the ocean helicopter crash site. So if you come to the Rebreather cave, right by the entrance, you can see it ahead of me. See where I am on the map. You've got these people on the spikes over there. So if you just come down to this tip over here, you should be able to find a can opener around here. Now, it's not here for me this time. I don't know if it's because I've got one on me already, or if it's glitched, but there should be one around here. You can see there's a few other supplies as well, so do make sure to search here, even if you can't find a can opener yourself. Now it's time for the stun gun, and very important, the Rebreather, which will open up some other areas. You can see where I am. I'm at the Rebreather cave at the tip of the map. If you've just got the machete and the can opener that I just showed you before, it's the cave right next to you. Otherwise, that's exactly where we are. Let's head in. This cave is actually fairly linear. There is a fork later, one of which goes to the stun gun, one of which goes to the rebreather. We'll do the stun gun first, but just follow it down for now. Once you reach this point here with the slope down, you'll have a few mutants to deal with in this room, so just do be careful. Once you have cleared those out and gone a bit further in, you'll find this light on the floor pointing this way. You'll notice you have a fork. Left is the rebreather, right is the stun gun. We're going to go get the stun gun first. So if you take the right path, just follow it down. Again, a lot more mutants, do be careful. It's very cramped here, so you probably do have to take them out. Keep following until you reach the music. And eventually you reach this guy here, who does indeed have the stun gun right next to him. So the stun gun does use its own ammo, which you will have to find throughout the world. Very effective at immobilizing enemies though, giving you that edge in a fight. Now just go exactly the way you came, until you're back at the fork from before. And this time, take the right passage, we're going to go get the rebreather. It's not a very long cave, this one. This section is very linear again, and you'll come into this cavern with some open water. And also some limbs on the side. You can have a shark in this water, so don't just dive in. Be very careful. I found that it doesn't always spawn in. Just be very careful, walk around the outside to the back here. And here is the rebreather. There we go, there it is. Ah, we do have the shark this time, we do indeed. I want to test something while I'm here. Dinner time, eat up. So what you can do, you can either kill the shark and you can swim out here with the rebreather, you end up in the ocean. Or, if you're more sensible like me, you can turn around and go the way you came. Once you're back at the fork from earlier where we got the stun gun, just keep hugging the right, follow this and you'll be straight out. Not a very big cave like I said. Now we've headed back inland a bit. As you can see from the map, we're at this cave right by the mountain, on the original side of the mountain where you spawn. So if I zoom in, you can see where these streams all intersect, like 3 of them. At the cave entrance, right here, this guy has a slingshot on him. Now the slingshot uses small rocks as ammunition, and it's quite good for creating distractions. Enemies may be drawn to the noise that you create, and they actually travel quite far. And now it's time to head into this cave itself, right where we got the slingshot. This is a very important cave as we get the shovel, which is going to open up a lot of other areas later. While we're here, we're also going to get the pistol flashlight. So once you come in here, you'll see why we needed the rope gun before we came here. You need this to get across this gap. And you'll see this big body of water, but before you go in, make sure you get this air canister over here. Then this is why we needed the rebreather before coming here. Hop down in this big body of water and swim straight down. And you'll find this opening. Just follow this through. Watch out, there are a lot of enemies down here. You can try and lure them into the water as well to kill them. They do drown quite easily. Eventually you'll reach this part and you'll slip. Surprise water slide, and you'll end up in this chamber. Just keep following this around. Again, very linear like a lot of the caves in this game. You'll have a lot of enemies and mutants to deal with in this room. Just be careful clearing them out. And eventually you'll reach this cavern with loads of mutants in, just do be careful. You'll see the light ahead down here. Run up and you'll find the pistol flashlight. So how this works, put on the pistol rail with the pistol from before. Slap on the flashlight. Voila! Gonna make it much easier down here. This is how bright it is, even without the flashlight in my offhand. And this doesn't seem to use batteries, so go crazy. Now you'll want to get the shovel as well, so just keep going. Again, very linear. Follow the cave. Killing all the enemies on the way. There's quite a lot in this one. You'll eventually reach some more water. Just dip your head in. And you'll reach a chamber here with a heck of a lot of mutants. I highly advise trying to lure them back into the water if you stand on these rocks. They're kind of silly. They jump in the water and automatically kill themselves, and then you can push their bodies up to the shore and carve them for some more creepy armor. Easiest way to deal with this room, in my opinion. Follow this a little further, you'll have some mutant babies and some other mutants, and you'll eventually see all these lights. Clear out the room, and right at the end here, boom, we have the shovel. Now to get out of this cave, it's going to be a little bit different. Just turn around, head back exactly the way you came for quite a long time, until you reach the room where you slid down the water slide. As you do approach the water slide area, a sluggy will burst out. Nice. Just follow the new entrance that the sluggy created. Do be careful, there's a heck of a lot of mutant babies down here. Eventually you'll reach this drop, don't worry, it's not deep. Keep following, and you will reach the cave exit very shortly. And that's how you get the shovel. Very, very, very important item. We now have a lot of areas we can go and uncover. Now, if for whatever reason you've missed the first two can openers, or you're just obsessed with can openers and collecting, check where I am at the moment, because you have an opportunity for can opener number 3. So just beyond the cave where we got the shovel, if you just go up the mountain a little bit, you find this camp here, and there should be a can opener on the floor down here. It's not here for me because I've got one already, which I think is why the one at the beach didn't appear for me as well, but I've already found this on a different playthrough right here by this tent. Now that we have the shovel, time for the good stuff. So we're going to head to the first green blip, which is the one in between the shovel cave and the rebreather cave, as you can see where I am on the map at the moment, once again on the original side of the mountain. And you're going to come over here where the golf carts are, and we're going to start digging right here. The shovel icon will prompt you. Eventually we'll unearth this hatch entrance down to seemingly a bunker. Is this Lost? I feel like we're in Lost now. What year is it again? And this is Maintenance A. Head down, head straight down this long corridor. There will be some mutant babies here at the end, so do be careful. And right here, we have the Firefighter axe. The best axe in the game. Quite slow, but packs an absolute punch. Look at that damage. I personally love this one. Now enter the room, enter the bunker itself. Over at the back here, you will have a laser sight that you can actually put on your pistol or shotgun later. And over here, you will have the first keycard. So this is the maintenance keycard. While you're here, quick mention as well. There is indeed a tuxedo at the back. Now we're at the next green blip, as you can see on the map. Here we're going to get the crossbow, my personal favourite ranged weapon. We're going to get the shotgun rail, and a very important keycard, the VIP keycard. As you can see on the map, we've moved down from the first blip. We're in between this and the last pink blip. And that over there, the cave in the distance, is the Rebreather cave. Let's head in. Might seem like a scary cave at first, but don't worry. Keep going and you actually find this. This is the food bunker. As the name would suggest, there is a lot of food here. Stock up while you are around. If you've been here previously, you may have noticed this keycarded door. We now have the right keycard, and we can access this section of the bunker. Pass into the second room. Take a right down here. This could be easy to miss, and you do indeed find the crossbow. I really love this thing, packs a serious punch. You can also attach a laser sight like this. But I personally prefer attaching a flashlight to this. I feel like it works really well. This is what it's like in a darker area. You can actually see decently. To get the rest of the items here, just keep heading in. It's quite linear once again. Do be careful, there's some scary mutants around. Eventually you'll reach this section down here which is flooded. Just swim through. And you'll reach this corridor here with the key-carded door at the end. First of all though, take a left through this door. Just follow it all the way around, and in here you will have, very important keycard, VIP keycard here, belonging to Virginia Puffton. And right here on this shelf, there is another opportunity to get a shotgun rail. I have one already, which is why it's not spawned in right now. Swim back out and take a left, head to this keycarded door, which we can now access. There's a few bits of lore around, do pay attention to this table while you're here. There is a dress over here as well, which you can give to Virginia. Once you're done in this room, just hop out the back. You will need the rebreather, which thankfully we have already. Swim to the bottom, to the far end. And you will notice this passageway. Follow this, and we'll get out the cave. Drop down here. And keep following it down. And we're out. Now we have the VIP keycard. There's more areas we can get to. And now we're going to get a bloody fantastic weapon, the shotgun. Really good in this game. So if you come to the last pink blip, that cave over there is the Rebreather cave. We're still on the original side of the mountain, just a bit further out near the coast. You hear it beeping like crazy. As you come towards the pink blip on your mini-map, you'll notice this grave here. So this is why we needed the shovel. Get digging. And boom, here it is. And also GPS tracker. So this thing is fantastic. Also comes with 2 types of ammo. So you got slug shots for a bit of longer range, the longer range pellets, and buckshot for up close and personal. So if you look down until you see this prompt here, then you tap R to swap your ammo type. So there's our slugs. And there's our buckshot. And of course, because we have the shotgun rail already, you can indeed attach this, which will allow you to put a laser or flashlight on. Laser sight could be pretty good for this, allow you to do some good hip firing. Whatever your personal preference, really. Okay, so it's now time for a very important bunker again. This time we're going to get the chainsaw, fantastic for chopping down trees. We're going to get the guest keycard, and we're going to get the guitar. So where we are on the map, you can see at the moment, down there is the original cave where we got the cross and the rope gun. That is the shovel cave over there. So I'm kind of central at the moment on this part of the island. We're going to head in at this green blip, just find this golf cart, and there is a cave entrance over here. Once you head in, you've got this room here with a 3D printer where you can print a few good things. There's also some good supplies here and you can save your game. But for now, we're going to keep following this corridor all the way around. And once you hit the end, we're going to find a key-carded door. We have the keycard now though. Now this is actually quite a big area. Be careful, there's a lot of enemies. Follow the gym all the way through. Worth noting that once you reach this part with the orange walls over there, you do find a tracksuit here, which you can give to Virginia. Go past the reception desk, past these walls, up the stairs, swim up bar, luxurious. And eventually you reach this area here. And here is the guitar. It's more of a meme than anything. Memes are good. If you head to this back area down here, where all of these people are, you will find the guest keycard as well. Just head out of this area here, back towards the swim up bar, take a left, use the keycard on this door. Again, there will be quite a few mutants around, so be careful, come well equipped, be ready for a good fight. Once you reach this darker area, go all the way back to this corner. There will be one of those horrible fingery mutants there. Come into the cinema area, and lo and behold, we have the chainsaw. So this thing, I believe, is battery powered as well. It seems to have a bar, just like the other battery powered things. Really good for chopping down trees. Once you're back in this room, just take the left here with fire exit sign, follow this, you'll have some mutant babies in this corridor. And eventually you'll reach this cave, just follow this through. And before long you'll reach the exit. Just keep following this up here. Drop off here. And amazing. Fresh air and daylight. So very nearby where we just were, very central on the map on this side of the mountain as you can see, that is the rope gun cave, the shovel cave there. I'm actually by a body of water, very thin here. You can kind of see where I am. Down here, there is a pistol rail and a suppressor. I have the pistol rail already, so this one won't spawn in, but it will be here as well, by this crashed helicopter. And here is the suppressor. So they will both be here, so then it's really good, the silencer. Obviously you can take our enemies a bit more stealthy without the rest of them being alerted. Right, so now we've had to do a fair bit of travelling. We've actually headed west. We're at the final green blip on this side of the mountain. So the cave ahead of me on the map there is actually the first cave where we got the rope gun. So we've travelled all the way down. So this is going to be maintenance B. And we're going to get the compound bow here, and also another opportunity to get the suppressor. So just dig here, where it's prompting you. Now the layout of this bunker is identical to the previous one we were in, the previous maintenance A1. So follow this all the way down. Take a right. Over on this desk here, you will have the suppressor, silencer, once again. Come all the way to this back room in the bathroom, and here's the compound bow. Really love the compound bow. Now we have a fair bit of travelling to do. We're going to swing around, carry on west, go a bit south, and we're going to go to the other side of the mountain. I'll see you there shortly. I couldn't resist showing you this, just because it was so close. The same green blip where we just were, where we got the bow. Zoom in here, you see this different shade on the map. You follow this all the way down. And you see this crashed plane ahead. And inside, first of all, we have a Hollow Springs pamphlet on the floor. And here, we have a leather jacket, just if you want some more clothing options. And now, if you can see where I'm facing on the map, we're going to head all the way around there and basically travel around the mountain. It's quite a long journey. Get your hiking boots on. Hello, nice to see you on the other side of the island. So we've just come all the way across the mountain, essentially. Where I'm looking is Maintenance Shaft B, where we got the bow. So we're at this first green blip by the big lake and the cave. So when you get to the blip, you are going to find this cave entrance. This is a really important one. We're going to get the golden armour, the golden mask, the katana, which is honestly maybe my favourite weapon in the game. It's really good in this one. We're also going to have another opportunity to get the pistol and the flashlight attachment. So let's get started. Follow the cave around and drop down here into the bunker. Follow this staircase down and use the keycard to get in. Open this door to trigger a cutscene, which I won't show in this video. Spoilers. Once the cutscene's over, just head straight down the corridor. Take the first right, the first door that's open, and in here you'll have the pistol rail, and you will have the pistol flashlight here as well. Once again, do be careful here. There's a lot of mutants. And as you carry on down, just before you reach the staircase, the end door on the right, go in. Here is the putter. You can use this as a weapon, damage is terrible, it's more of a meme in that regard. You can actually play golf though if you find golf balls, which is quite cool. Have to make a golf course at some point. Once you're done, go downstairs at the end of the corridor. Once you're downstairs, there's not much in the first room, just some supplies. If you carry on through this door, take the first right then. In here, you have the Katana. Honestly, really good weapon in this game. Damage is insanely good, and I find that you often dismember with this, which can end fights quite quickly. Are we playing golf now? So you've got your standard slashes, you've got your upward slash, and if you look down and do a power attack, you can actually stab them. Come out this room, carry on down the corridor, take the next right immediately, and in here, something else very important, you have the golden mask and the golden armour. My apologies, just the golden armour here. The mask is a bit further in, so the armour doesn't really protect you much, but the armour has another use, which I won't talk about in this video. If you carry on down the corridor and just head downstairs, head all the way to the bottom, down this corridor. Don't go through the door with the keycard yet, just take a left here into the morgue. And here is your golden mask. Use the keycarded door to get out. And just follow the cave. Before you know it, you'll be dropping down here. And we'll be back outside. Wonderful. Not much more to get. We're nearly there. So now, this is where you get the revolver. This is going to be Maintenance Bunker C. So that green blip all the way over there is where we got the golden armour. That is the Rebreather cave over there. Completely up to you if you want to come from that direction instead. Depends when you want the revolver. But if you come down here, once again, time to get digging. Once again, a very similar layout to the other bunkers, so just take the first right. Down here, by this chap, the revolver. Now the revolver actually uses 9mm ammo, the same as the other pistols, so you might have acquired a lot of that already from crates and whatnot. Obviously packs more of a punch. Okie dokie, so we've arrived at the next location where there is another shotgun and shotgun rail opportunity. So we're on the opposite side of the mountain from where you spawn. Just going to spin the map so you can tell where I am. The green blip opposite me is where we just were, where we got the golden armour. So now we have the right keycard, so we can actually head inside this bunker. Follow it downstairs. Follow this long corridor all the way to the bottom. Creepy. Take a left here. Once again, take a left. Eventually you'll end up in this lovely place. Follow it down here to the bar, and your shotgun and rail should be here. Now the rail doesn't seem to have spawned for me, I'm guessing because I have one already. Also some ammo there. And as a final little bonus, just in case you want more putters or you missed one before, bang ahead of me, that green blip is Maintenance C where we just got the revolver. If you actually come down here with a glorious view of the mountain, you see roughly where I am on the map. I'm like between two little bodies of water. Down here, there is another putter. But you might have got one already from the golden armor cave, but it's here if you need it. God, that storm's ferocious. So, congratulations, that's it. That's every item, utility item, weapon, weapon attachment, keycard in the game that I know of as of release. That was quite the journey, wasn't it? The map is huge. I did try and choose a route to minimise backtracking. I think it's quite a good route for story progression, the one that I chose. I am really enjoying Sons of the Forest. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Probably going to make some more guides on this game, so if you did enjoy the video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a future video. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.